Right, Formula Drift round 1. We're wrapping it up on the first day. We just loaded everything in. We've got the new car set up, ready to rock. We've got a bunch of new partners and some favorites back. Renewable Lubricants, Mazda Tricks, Exity. I mean, they've been with us for a long time, and Brave coming back. But we got a new partner. Want to check them out, eFlex Fuel Technology. We'll be talking a lot more about them. And then we also got BioPro and our new tire company, Rotor Tires. We're going to be out there shredding and smoking those. Really happy with the performance and the grip. So, just wanted to show off the new car. We got the new livery, Rap Legends, AWS graphics. Came together with the Piston Killer this year. Wanted to represent for the Rotaries. You know, I love just hot rodding in general, so I'm not hating on anybody. But you know I'm a Rotary person. That's probably why you're at this channel. You can check out the tires. They've got a really nice tread design, really big tread blocks, and especially here on the edge when you're digging into the corners, we've got a lot of block and contact patch. So I think this is actually a really nice performance tire design. And same thing in the back, though these are not what we will be running in competition. We got a bigger tire coming. The tread design, tread depth, and rubber feels and looks really nice. Cooling system this year, everything stayed very similar. Twin fan setup, a 16-inch puller with a 12-inch puller by Mishimoto with a modified Mishimoto radiator in here. We used one of their off-the-shelf radiators with some simple modifications to get our cooling done. And then we've got all the oil coolers and intercooler up front. Coming in through the nose of the car, a little bit of ducting does help even though we're going sideways. Helps bring the air in through the intercooler, big Sperco, with twin Mishimoto oil coolers and twin 12-inch fans. We're still running the factory Mazda Speed dry sump. I do have a modified factory dry sump that was modified by Chipper Sue, and I think that's going to go on the next upcoming motor where we're going to be pushing a little more power. And even with this setup, we were able to make some changes this year. The turbo got some upgrades. We've got a little bit different front wheel on there with the same favorite back end. We ended up doing a new turbo exhaust manifold design with some larger tubing diameter, so we're able to move more velocity and more air through the turbo manifold. Everything's equal length. We've still got the Haltech EGT probes in there. And this one we went schedule thick wall, as where the previous manifold like this was 321 thin wall stainless, but I really like the thick wall. It seems to stand up better, and we weren't trying to save weight. And then we ended up with a similar wastegate design, and although it was enough in the past, we had to sneak a extra wastegate in there on the front. We were having a hard time stabilizing the boost with all of these modifications, and what that really meant was the combination of turbo, exhaust manifold, new intake manifold, the port work we did, and still relying on the OEM upper and modified twin plate butterfly. We ended up with a much more efficient system, so we ended up making the same horsepower at a lower boost level. So we're at a similar horsepower with more torque, and we're still playing with the nitrous system, and I feel like we've got room to grow at this point. Once we get things more dialed in, I think we'll be able to turn the boost up further or back up to where we were last year, up in the 30 PSI range, and that should put us over our horsepower and torque numbers that we've ever seen before. But with Nelson Savario tuning, with Mazda Tricks, with KMR, with everybody working it out, I feel like we're already in a better place because we've been increasing our torque numbers. NGK, obviously, with the spark plugs, Exity, keeping our clutch just kicking. I mean, I beat those things up. And then Shop Squad this year really coming through to help us out. I think everybody should check out Shop Squad if you're in the automotive scene. If you're into cars, make sure to check out what they got going. They've got some great tech, they've got some great knowledge, and it's really cool to be a part of that program. So I think this year is going to be fun. The series itself, amazing competition, international field of drivers, diverse field of cars. We're the smallest motor in competition. I don't think we're short on horsepower. Obviously, some of those big block cars do make some amazing torque. But the combination of our 2-liter 3-rotor making on boost about 900 horsepower with the nitrous system pushing us over 1,000 hopefully, and then our 5-speed sequential gearbox HGT and Winter's quick change. I feel like we've got a very solid platform and combination for this year. So I just wanted to give everybody the quick walkthrough. I'm sorry it's a late night video. The team's been working really hard. I know everybody that watches the channel, hopefully you've enjoyed some of the rotary tech talk we've been doing regarding the titanium rotors, Mazda Tricks castings and CNC work, the MX-5, the RX8 builds, and obviously I still do have the hybrid motor. Everybody keeps asking. I think, as you can see, all of my work has been going into this lately and taking care of some shop projects, customer builds, things like lapping, porting, and high-end rotary build and work. So I apologize that the hybrid video and hybrid motor has not evolved much lately, but it is sitting there. We need to do some exhaust work, and we will get working on that soon once the season progresses. But thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of the channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe if you like rotaries, if you like drifting, if you like Mazdas. We've got that all going on here, and we'll probably start talking about more stuff even. So thank you, and I'm gonna wrap on out. It's time to go home. We're gonna cover this thing up, come back for the first round tomorrow. It should be fun.